should come for Jummah prayer. We had Majlis Shura actually in New York in 1987. There was one proposal presented by actually Brother Sadiq of New Jersey, may Allah bless his soul. That was his actually proposal that we should exhort the members of the Jamaat for Jummah prayer. So the Hazur actually Khalifatul Masih Rabi Rahimahullah Ta'ala discussed that very topic in detail. And there, he said that we should try to get leave from our job and we must attend Jummah prayer. Even he said that those who are school-going boys, they also should get leave from their school. Right? At least every third Jummah. That's the least required. That they should know that there is a Jummah prayer and it is a compulsory for them. All is done, all has to be done is that the parents should consult or maybe to meet the principal and let them know that it is our holy day. We wish that our children should go for Jummah prayer. And I have seen a very good result. Most of the time they let the children go for Jummah prayer. If there is any test or anything, they postpone it to the next day, Monday or whatever. Anyway, so what Allah says that Fasoila Zikrillah, on the day of Jummah, you should hasten to going to the mosque, then leave of your business, job, whatever you have it. Zalikum khairul lakum. It is better for you. In kuntum talamun, if you really know what are the hidden bounties and favors, you don't know. But if you know them, then you say, hey, this is the best for you. Faiza quziyatis salatu, but when the salat is over, fantashiru fil arzi. Of course, you can go back to your job or wherever you have to go. Wabtahu min fazlillah. This exactly again means that you may seek the favor of Allah. That you can go to your business, your job, wherever you like it. Wazkurullah kasiran. The fourth commandment is that you must remember Allah much. La'allakum tuflihun. The result will be that you will succeed. So for the fourth commandment, fasaw ila zikrillah, wazarul ba', fantashiru fil arzi, wabtagu min fazlillah, and wazkurullah kasiran la'allakum. The last verse says that when they see any business or the amusement, they just rush to it. It never happened during the time of the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It looks like it has been made a prediction, prophecy that in the later days, people will prefer to their business and to their amusements and jobs over the salat, and it will be considered metaphorically when you don't come for salat that the Holy Prophet is there, waiting for you, but you didn't show up. So it is metaphorically, of course, not that the Holy Prophet goes to every mosque, but it will be considered that the Holy Prophet is there because he asked you, he commanded you that you must make Jummah prayer. If you are not making, then of course just you have left the Holy Prophet. When we read the Holy Quran, we come to know that Sabbath, of course, which is Saturday, the Jews of course changed it from Friday to Saturday for their personal reasons. Even then God said, you are accountable for it. It was so much so that Allah said that we punish them because they fixed by themselves that they are going to do all these things which Allah says we never commanded to do them. Like they don't open doors, they don't do anything, they don't attend telephone. I'm talking about these days, but in the old days, they were not supposed to do anything. But again, they violated. Holy Quran mentioned they used to take their nets, throw in the water, and they come next day, and they get all these fishes because again, it is the nature of these fishes that they understand when they should go. Anyway, I don't want to go into details, but God says that we punish them because this is what they promised, that they will keep the Sabbath with such and such conditions and such and such obligations. Then they didn't care for it, and we punish them. So what we should be doing it, that we should give respect to Jummah, which Allah has made it very special for all of us. And Allah says the result is going to be Allah is the provider. If you are losing anything, you think that you are losing, Allah is going to give you even more reward, even the worldly benefits you will have more than ever you thought of it. Alright? So have you any question? Please feel free to ask.
said the Jews made Saturday that Sabbath day. I remember that. I know that they were saying that in the Bible it was Friday, sundown, but actually Saturday was Friday was the Sabbath.
Yeah. This is what they changed from Friday to Friday night and to the Saturday. That was not. From the very beginning, it was Friday.
Always Friday.
That's why Adam was born on Friday, entered into heaven on Friday. They were thrown out of the on Friday, and many things have happened. Even the Christians, they celebrate Good Friday.
Right.
Do they celebrate Sunday? Of course not. Sunday is the Romans' day or pagans' day, because they used to worship sun on Sunday. All these 7 days have been dedicated for 7 different gods. Right? Monday was for moon. Right? The Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. These are the different names of the gods. They used to worship them. So Sunday was the most important. So this is what they actually changed from Saturday to Sunday. Now some Christians celebrate Saturday, like Baptists and maybe some others, Jehovah's Witnesses also. But most of the Christians, they celebrate Sunday as a holy day. It was not. From the very beginning, as I mentioned, Jummah. That Jummah means to bring them together, a congregational day. So this name has been given to this day as a congregational day. You understand?
Yes. In Pennsylvania, as it's called, like the Commonwealth state, the state here, I don't know about other states, but on Sunday, there was nothing open. Everything was closed. Couldn't sell, you couldn't, like now, you couldn't sell clothes. You couldn't, everything was any kind of business besides, I guess, grocery stores maybe. And they were only closed a half a day, or a lot of them were closed. Everything was closed. The whole city was closed down on Sunday. You couldn't drive. They just started changing, I guess, the last 20 years about, wasn't it?
Maybe
25
30
years.
years.
Yeah.
Even if you go to Germany, England, and some other countries, nothing is open on Sunday. Neither even the stores. I was really upset, that all stores were like 100% or 90% were closed, except gas stations. If you have to get to buy some milk for the kids, so you can go to the gas station, you can buy it. Other than all stores were totally closed. Even the daytime, they close all stores 6 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock. And we, of course, we were from America, and we knew that stores are open up to midnight. We were always late. So whenever we reach there, stores are closed. But anyway, this is nothing to do with the holy day. Allah has destined from the very beginning that it was a Friday, which was fixed, right, to be dedicated.
I got one more question. Okay. How did Christianity start? Where did it? Nobody. Well, I shouldn't say nobody, but people I ask don't seem to have that answer. To where did Christianity start?
Okay, very good question. The early Christians were being persecuted in Jerusalem, right? It was so much so that it was hard for them to practice their religion. Now it is mentioned in the Holy Quran, and also it is verified by the Bible as well, that early Christians went into the caves. So they spent 300 plus or minus years in the caves, catacombs. There's one complete chapter in the Holy Quran. Right?
306.
Yeah, 306 or 300 plus. Holy Quran says 306, more or less. Anyway. And then, one person came out. I'm telling you the story of the Holy Quran. The one person, say, they send him, right, go and buy something. When he goes and, they said, these currency is very old. Where from is that man is coming? Of course, they arrested him, and then they found there were hundreds of people living in the caves. And they were the true Christians. I say they were the true believers, because they kept the true belief, whatever they learned from Jesus Christ. And even God had praised them in the Holy Quran, that they were the true believers. Now, the Romans, the first emperor, like a Christian emperor, his name was Constantine. Right? Constantine, of course, approached them, listened to them, he was very much impressed, and he became Christian. But these pagans, the Romans, they were like in millions. Who is going to take, who cares, for those few hundred people? What they did, they modified they made